Coming up on Cardinals Insider, Ryan Helsley has been bringing the heat.
It's been a lot of fun to just go out there and know, at the most I'm going to have to get 3 outs every day, and just being ready every single day to go out there and compete, it's really helped me a lot.
Plus, Chip Caray gets to know first base coach Stubby Clapp.
We wouldn't do what we were doing if we weren't thinking about a World Series every day.
And later, Pedro Pagés on growing up as a catcher in the Cardinals system.
And it's been great. Ever since I got here, I was able to work with Ozzie at the beginning.
Those stories and more straight ahead on a brand new Cardinals Insider. Welcome to Cardinals Insider. I'm Ozzie Smith. Ryan Helsley is on pace to set the club's single-season saves record. He already has the record for most saves by the All-Star break. He's also one of only 3 Cardinal closers to make multiple All-Star teams while in St. Louis. The other 2 are Hall of Famers Bruce Sutter and Lee Smith. We lead off today's show by digging a little deeper into Helsley's prolific season.
High fly ball toward right. Carlson broke back, but now streaks in. He's got it. History for Helsley. His 31st save of the season.
Had some good fortune so far this year, and it's been a lot of fun. The team's been winning and playing some good baseball lately, and just try to keep it rolling in the second half.
Can Helsley throw one more strike? He did! Cardinals win it! What a comeback! 5-4 your final.
It's been a lot of fun to just go out there and know, at the most I'm going to have to get 3 outs every day, and just being ready every single day to go out there and compete, it's really helped me a lot, and helps you stay in every game, which is also fun too. I'm just trying to feed myself positive thoughts, and mostly just telling myself I've been here before and made, hundreds and thousands of pitches that I'm trying to make here tonight. So I'm just trying to go out there and compete, and make the other team beat me and not try to beat myself, because it'll be a lot harder for them to do that than, if I go out there and walk some people. So just trying to go out there and just honestly have fun and not trying to put too much pressure on myself, and just enjoy the moment, and just go out there and give it my best shot.
He got him! Helsley survives the ninth!
One of the biggest adjustments coming from the minor leagues to the big leagues is, feeling like you're contributing and helping the team and like you belong. So just being here the last few years and, being in the back end of the bullpen and helping us win games has been fun. And yeah, just to be in the same universe as those guys is pretty crazy. And, just thinking about, how far I've come, and, it's my 6th year now, which is pretty crazy to even think about. It feels like just yesterday was my rookie year. And another great Cardinals closer, Jason Isringhausen, he had a lot of help with me coming up through the minor leagues when I was starting, and kind of been a mentor for me. So just to be in history with those guys, I always have hopefully a lot more Cardinals baseball in my future. So maybe one of those days I'll get to join those guys.
Stubby Clapp is the Cardinals' first base coach. He played briefly in the big leagues, but he's also one of the most treasured figures in Memphis Redbird history. Chip Caray sat down with Stubby to learn more about his journey through the game.
Hi, I'm Chip Caray. Welcome back to Cardinals Insider. We're visiting with Cardinals first base coach Stubby Clapp, or is it better to say Richard Keith Clapp? Which do you prefer?
Definitely Stubby.
Now, how did Stubby come about?
That's a 3rd-generation nickname, named after my dad, my grandfather, and wear it proud and passed it on to my oldest son.
Now, when you were in trouble with Mom, was it Stubby or was it Richard Keith?
It was Richard Keith. Yeah, it was Richard Keith. If I heard that from the top of the stairs, I know I messed something up.
Proud Canadian, Ontario, from hockey to baseball. How did that happen?
Yeah, grew up playing hockey. Obviously, that's, you're born right as a Canadian. And then baseball started out as a hobby in the summers, and then gradually, just followed my dad around the softball fields in the softball circuit, fell in love with the game through him and his buddies, and one thing led to another, and came down to where baseball actually paid for more of my education than hockey would. I had a couple different offers for hockey, a couple for baseball, and baseball just led me to a higher education, and next thing you know, I'm sitting here with you.
Great career in the minor leagues, the mayor of Memphis. Stubby Clapp, the mayor of Memphis. What was that experience like?
Well, it was probably about 3 years too many. Probably about 3 years too many. That's all that means. No, it was great. I love Memphis. It's a second home away from home as far as where we live. I live about 2 hours from Memphis, so it was a great experience. It gave me some time to grow up as a player, and obviously going back there to manage was a great opportunity, and we had great teams, great set of lineup for 2 years, and we had a lot of fun.
All of us who work in this industry have the chance to stand on the shoulders of giants. Anybody who's been around the Cardinals knows the name George Kissel. What did George Kissel mean to you both as a player and now a Cardinal coach?
Yeah, shoot. Gentlemen like George Kissel, he resonated with you because he was like there to set the foundation. Set the foundation not only as a player on how you should field a ground ball, but set the foundation of how you should act, how you should present yourself as a St. Louis Cardinal, and how that tradition should be carried on. And he is very profound in that way, and we'll never forget him for it, and we'll be forever grateful for it.
You had such a long run with the Cardinals in player development. With all the youngsters that are here, I'm sure Cardinals Nation wants to feel like, hey, this team's on the rebound. One bad year last year. What would a World Series parade in St. Louis mean for you at this stage in your career as a Cardinal coach? And is that something you think about or dream about?
Think about it every day. That's, to be honest, that's why we're here. We wouldn't do what we were doing if we weren't thinking about a World Series every day. That's just the truth from the bottom up. And what would it mean? It would mean the world. It would mean the world to us as individuals, but even more importantly, I think it would be the most to us as a team, as an organization, because of the hardships that we've gone through over the last year, after last year, and then trying to rectify everything this year and make sure that we're doing things right and turning over every rock, make sure we got every detail covered. And I think you're starting to see that hard work and persistence is finally starting to come to fruition.
Well, when it happens, you'll be a big reason why. Stubby Clapp, or excuse me, Richard Keith Clapp.
The short reason why.
He's the best, Stubby Clapp.
Straight ahead on Cardinals Insider, get to know catcher Pedro Pagés.
Always just the reputation here of having good catchers, it's been a big thing defensively.
That's after the break. Pedro Pagés was a 2019 sixth-round pick out of Florida Atlantic University. He's come up through the tradition of Cardinal catching that began with Dave Ricketts and has been carried on ever since. Here's Pedro on being a Cardinal and what it means to catch in St. Louis.
Well, my name is Pedro Pagés, that's how you pronounce it in Spanish, and I'm a catcher for the St. Louis Cardinals. So I signed in 2019, so I've been with them 5 full seasons now, and it's been great. Ever since I got here, I was able to work with Ozzie at the beginning, and then always just the reputation here of having good catchers, it's been a big thing defensively. Having a routine is the most important thing. So when I got first to pro ball, I didn't have a routine. I'll just show up to the field, stretch, go out, and do my thing. And then the more I played, the more I saw older guys, just getting a routine in and getting your body in the right place every day, it's the biggest thing. So just finding my routine and sticking to it.
He's hammered, that's a fair ball. First big league hit for Baez. 2 runs will score.
What's your biggest takeaway working with Roddy?
His work ethic, he just outworks everyone. When he was here, he would want to block at 6 in the morning, he didn't care. It's just the way he works, the way he went about his business, I try to take that into my game now, just be out there ready to work every day.
Swing and a drive, hit high in the air toward left. Hep is back at the ivy. It's gone.
So I would say just how they treat everyone here, the way, their history, the winning program here, the winning organization, and just the way they work here. The work ethic here is every day we're working on defense, every day we're working on hitting. It's just we work. It's from day one, it's work, 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 and that's what makes them good.
And coming up, he's one of the most influential coaches in Cardinal history. More on Cardinals Hall of Famer Dave Duncan after the break. Tony La Russa is a Cooperstown Hall of Famer, but throughout most of his career, Dave Duncan was standing right next to him. Dave has a unique talent for pulling the best out of pitchers, and that ability has earned him a spot in the 2024 Cardinals Hall of Fame class.
Dave Duncan never pitched for the Cardinals, but very few people have meant more to Cardinals pitching. From 1996 through 2011, his steady presence orchestrated some of the most dynamic and effective pitching staffs in Cardinals history, resulting in 3 NL pennants and 2 World Series championships, both of which featured gutsy pitching performances.
What a team! What a ride! The Cardinals are world champs in 2011.
Duncan has always displayed a knack for identifying and developing talent. Like with Chris Carpenter, who owned a career 4.83 ERA over the first 6 seasons of his career with Toronto. He was set to miss the entire 2003 season due to injury, but St. Louis took a flyer on him. There was untapped potential there. Under Duncan, Carpenter won the 2005 Cy Young. He also became a postseason hero. Duncan helped form another ace in the mid-2000s, taking Adam Wainwright from an unpolished prospect to a World Series closer. And finally, to an ace starting pitcher.
0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss! That's it!
Duncan even helped his own sons to become big leaguers. Both Shelley and Chris Duncan took up the family business, although they were sluggers.
Is this his first career homer? Yes, it is! Go ahead and smile, Dad. What a great moment for Dave Duncan and Chris Duncan.
That ability led to lots of winning and a red jacket in St. Louis. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Emily Stevens.
It's time for this week's trivia question. Who did the Cardinals receive when they traded Rogers Hornsby? Was it Bob O'Farrell, Grover Cleveland Alexander, Jesse Haynes, or Frankie Frisch? The answer right after the break.
No place takes you in depth with the Cardinals like our YouTube channel. Get to know the players, come along for one-of-a-kind experiences, and hang out with personalities from across Cardinals Nation. Plus, we capture the days and moments that make Cardinals baseball so special. Just search St. Louis Cardinals on YouTube and be sure to subscribe so you never miss a video. St. Louis Cardinals Baseball.
It's time to reveal the answer to this week's trivia question. Our Brett McMillan has the answer.
This week's trivia question brought to you by the Palm Beaches, Florida's most stylish vacation destination. Our question is all about a trade. Who did the Cardinals receive when they traded Hall of Fame second baseman Rogers Hornsby? The answer is another Hall of Fame second baseman, Frankie Frisch. Frisch played the first 8 years of his career for the New York Giants, winning back-to-back World Series in 1921 and 1922. He received MVP votes in 1924 and 25, but his career really took off when he was traded to St. Louis before the 1927 season. Coming off a World Series title in 1926, player-manager Rogers Hornsby and team owner Sam Braden couldn't agree on a contract extension. So Hornsby was traded to the Giants for right-handed pitcher Jimmy Ring and team captain Frankie Frisch. Frisch played for the Cardinals for 11 seasons, received MVP votes in 8 of them, and won the MVP in 1931. He made 3 All-Star appearances for the Redbirds and was a key piece in 2 World Series victories in 1931 and 34. Both Hornsby and Frisch thrived with their new teams and cemented themselves as legends in both respective organizations. For Cardinals Insider, I'm Brett McMillan.
This season, Explore St. Louis is sponsoring our For the Lou First Pitch series. It salutes St. Louisans who represent their hometown well. Actor and former NFL football player Isaac Keys was the first in the series to throw out a first pitch.
St. Louis has produced a lot of great actors. I mean, we talk about some really big names. What's that kind of fraternity? What's it mean to you to be part of that fraternity of people that have made it big in California but are from here?
Yeah, wow, I appreciate you inducting me into that fraternity.
Hey, man,
so,
it's on the resume.
I receive it. You know, it's amazing to be able to represent this city. you know, coming from this city. And like you said, we have a lot of great actors, a lot of great talent here, sports-wise, acting-wise, and just to be a part of that, it's just been an amazing feeling. I just always want to represent my city.
You've been on a lot of different television shows. People can Google if they want to kind of look at the roles that you've been in. What's your favorite kind of role to play? What's your favorite role that you have played in your career?
You know, I like to do some comedy. You know, outside of this exterior, I'm probably a silly guy. But right now, I'm on Power Book 4 Force, and we air on Stars right now. And it's just an amazing show. I play a character named Diamond, and it's just an amazing show where we just kind of touch on a lot of different elements of life, I guess you could say. And we actually based in Chicago. Now, fun fact, I chose to come to this game because we were playing the Cubs. That's right, because I know the rivalry, and I wanted to represent my city against the team where we filmed at in Chicago. So this all full circle. This is an amazing day.
You grew up seeing the Cardinal uniform, a lot of history behind it. You're wearing that new jersey, new hat. What do you think of it? What's the review?
Oh, I love it. I saw it, you know, I had to go Google it first because I was in Chicago filming, and I saw it and said, oh, the Lou. I love it. City Connect. I love us bringing everybody together and just representing St. Louis right now, you know, and representing these Cardinals.
Your career's taken you to a lot of beautiful cities across the world. What do you tell people about St. Louis, your hometown, and what they maybe should check out if they ever find themselves here?
Sure, the food. You know, you got to come to St. Louis. You got to have the food, get some Emo's pizza in there, you know. But, you know, the barbecue, we love that. So I tell them to make sure to also come to the baseball game. Like, this is like no other. I was telling you earlier, like, coming around here, seeing Ballpark Village and seeing all this energy. Like, it is so much energy out here, and I think that's what's important when we come out here in St. Louis.
When we return, I'm answering one of your questions. It's Ask Ozzie, and it's up next. It's time for this week's Ask Ozzie. Evan in Chesterfield, Missouri asks, what was it like to be traded so early in your career? Well, as a big league ball player, you never think about getting traded, but you know, getting traded early in my career was the turning point of my career. Getting traded here to St. Louis in the winter of 1981 after playing my first 4 seasons in San Diego was it was a blessing in disguise because it gave me a chance as a player to come to an organization that I knew that was rich in tradition, and it was going to give me the opportunity to win. The 80s was a special time for me, and I'm blessed to have had the opportunity to come here and play. When you have someone that showed the interest that Whitey did and gave me that vote of confidence of coming here and knowing that if I came here we had a chance to win, was very, very special for me. So, you know, after we went through all the legal things, it was easy coming here and having the opportunity to play. I was very comfortable right from the start. You know, the fact that Whitey had kind of handpicked his team and had people that we knew had a chance to win and knew how to win, you know, it reinforced that. I think he had a great mix of young and old. He had some veterans who had been through it, and we as young players, all we had to do was just kind of follow their lead, and we did, and we had a chance to win. Thanks for the question, Evan. If you want to submit a question, head on over to cardinals.com/insider and click the Ask Ozzie tab. But for now, don't go anywhere. There's more Cardinals Insider after the break. This weekend, we celebrated the 2004 Cardinals 20th reunion. We'll have more on that next week. For now, let's look back at the magical 2004 season, which brought St. Louis 105 wins and the National League pennant.
Number 70. Edmonds going back to the wall. Leaps. He got it again! Unbelievable play from Edmonds! And Walker drills it into right field. A laser shot that gets out.
The St. Louis Cardinals, the 2004 National League Central champions.
Swing and a shot deep to center. Did he get enough? Get up, baby! Get up! Get up! Get up! Albert Pujols, the first time he swings the bat, and the folks here at Busch have gone wild. swings and grounds it 2 out, but he has it. He races to the bag. There's game number 1. The Redbirds beat the Dodgers 8-3. Swinging a base hit into center field. Way to go, Michael. Woo! Mike Matheny sends this big crowd to their feet, and you can hear the thunder on the Mississippi, baby.
And we are going to Game 7 in the National League Championship Series. In the air, deep left center field. Edmonds on the run. Dives, and he's got it. Is it gone? Yeah. A missile down the left field line by Roland. On the ground to second. And for the first time since 1987, the St. Louis Cardinals are going to the World Series.
That's it for this episode. You can always catch us online at cardinals.com/insider or watch full episodes on YouTube. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you right back here next week.